has, hasn't it? Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all ready for this video, which as you can see by the title, is why you should have guy friends. Now this is from my point of view as a girl, obviously, and there are reasons why you should, why like a guy should have girlfriends, or why a girl should have girlfriends, or a guy should have guy friends. But today I'm going to be talking about why you should have guy friends as a girl. So I've got 10 reasons here in front of me as to why I think that you should have guy friends and why it's important. So I've mostly had positive experiences with guy friends. They make things a whole lot easier, and you know, you can talk to them about a lot more kind of stuff, but that I'll get into that. My three probably closest guy friends at school at the moment are Eddie, Abbas and Atav, and then I've obviously got my friends outside of school, Sam and a whole heap of other people that I won't list in this video, and they're probably going to get offended that I didn't mention them, but anyway. So my first reason that you should have guy friends is they are honest about everything. Like honestly, you go to them and you're like, you know, what do you think of me? What do you think of this outfit? Or, you know, this has happened, what should I do? And they're going to tell you exactly how they feel about it and exactly what they think. And sometimes it's useful to get that kind of perception, and sometimes you can't get that opinion from a girl. Like, she's going to be honest obviously, but she's not going to tell you like the right kind of she's going to tell you what you want to hear as opposed to what you should be told. And that's why I think that guy friends are really important to have around. Number 2, if you don't feel like talking, you don't have to. Guys tend to be really impersonal with stuff, and you know, like you'll be upset and they'll ask you if you're okay, and it's not like with a girl where you can be like, oh no, I'm fine, and then they're like, no, what's wrong? Guys, like, if you tell them you're fine, they're just going to leave you alone, even if they know that you're not, and most of the time they can tell that you're not okay, but they just kind of leave it and they get on with it anyway, and they're like, oh, who cares? She said she's fine, she's going to be okay. And that's one of my favourite things, is that like when I get upset personally, I find it really hard to talk to people. I usually just want space, and if I can go to my guy friends and I can just, and if they're like, are you okay? And I say, look, no, I'm upset but I don't want to talk about it, they'll leave it and it's totally fine. And that's what makes me feel really comfortable around my guy friends, because I know that I don't have to share everything with them. They're just kind of gonna get on with it anyway. Number 3 is that they have a different sense of humour. Now this might not apply to all guys, like similarly to all the rest of my things that I've got to say, but generally guys don't laugh at the same things that girls laugh at, and so you kind of get like a refreshing kind of new sense of humour every time you talk to them, and you know, like different stuff happens, and if you find something funny and your girlfriends don't find it funny, when you go and tell your guy friends, they could find it funny. And I mean, it could happen the other way around, which has happened to me a lot. I mean, I tell my guy friends something funny and then they're like, what the hell? That's really weird. But, you know, like generally, when you want to have a laugh, they'll laugh. So, number 4, if you're not a touchy person, you don't have to hug them. I don't generally like hugs a lot, and I know that girls, especially around my age, you know, when you turn up to parties or when you get to school after the holidays and all of that, everyone's just like hugging everybody and being like, oh my god, how are you, whatever. But like when you see guys, it's like, especially if you run into them in public and you don't mean to like see them or anything, and you walk past them and like you can just be like, hey, and just like wave at them or just nod at them, and they know that you've acknowledged them, but like you don't have to actually touch them. And sometimes that's really comforting for me, because I get worried when I see girls in public and I'm like, oh my god, do I have to hug them? Do I have to say hello? Like, what do I have to do? But with guys, you can just like wave at them, give them a nod, just say hi from like across the room, and they won't mind. Number 5, they will always have your back. From my experience with guys, whenever something has gone wrong with me, or like I've been upset about something due to somebody else having upset me, or they've done something to upset me, I can always tell my guy friends and they're just going to go off and they're going to be like, don't worry about it, like I'll go talk to him. And like especially I found that when I'm at parties, my friends have been like, you know, like I've got your back, I got your back. And you know, like weird guys have tried to hit on me, or like something's a little bit out of control, they can kind of like pull me back. Whereas girls just kind of don't really know what to do, especially if you get into like a bad situation where, you know, like somebody's attacking you or coming onto you or trying to do something to you that you're not comfortable with, and perhaps one of your girlfriends couldn't help you with that. Then the like your guy friends can step in and they can help out with that kind of thing. Number 6, they don't get offended easily. This is my favorite thing, and especially because guys generally don't take things personally. Like if you don't mean it, they know, like they understand. And you find with guys, they often like throw insults back and forth, and like it makes it like it's good fun, and it's always in good fun. And you can tell when people mean their insults. But with guys, you know, like you throw stuff back and forth, and if they say something to you, you don't take it personally, and you can say something back and they're not going to take it personally. Like it's all fun and games, and you can tell. Whereas like when girls do it, I find, you know, you throw insults at each other and you can always just sense like a little bit of sincerity underneath what they're actually saying, which is kind of a bit like, oh, you know, should I take this personally, or are they just upset at themselves? Has something happened that's made their day bad and they want to take it out on everybody? You know, like you have to think about it. But with guys, you just kind of, you just throw insults and they don't mean anything. Number 7, you rarely have to deal with taking sides. People get into an argument with like within girl friendship groups, and stuff happens and you have to take a side, and you're like, oh my god, I'm friends with both of them, where do I have to go? Like if I pick this side, she's gonna hate me, and if I pick the other side, she's gonna hate me, and I'm not involved in this. And if you say you don't want to get involved, then everything gets a little bit out of control. But with guys, you know, they kind of keep it to themselves. If they have a problem with each other, they're gonna take it up, you know, perhaps physically, which is probably a bad thing. But like if they have a problem, they're not going to bring you in on it. They're not going to be like, oh, take my side, you know, they did that wrong, you have to listen to me and be my, like, am I your better friend, or, you know, like that kind of stuff. And it's just, it gets irritating, and it's really good that guys don't do that, because you can make your own decision and you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, and you can be friends with both the people that are in this argument, because chances are in a week's time they're going to be over it. Number 8, as friends, you don't have to worry about the way that you look. You know, most girls will know that when you dress up, when you put makeup on, when you put nice clothes on, it is usually to impress other girls. You know, like you do it for yourself, or you do it to make sure that the other girls don't look down on you. You don't really care. Like the guys, they're always like, oh, I prefer, you know, no makeup, all that kind of stuff. But you know, they don't care that much, and you dress up for other girls, so when you go out with your guy friends, you can kind of just not worry about what you're wearing as much, because they're really not going to notice, and they're probably not going to say anything about it either, even if it does look good, unless that, you know, like they're interested in you. And I mean, it's a totally different story if you're not just friends with these people, but with just guy friends, you don't have to worry about what you wear. Number 9, you rarely go a day without laughing. This is definitely one of my favourite ones, and it definitely rings true to all of the guy friends that I have, all the ones that I mentioned at the start. They make me laugh so much, and you know, like we just do stupid shit all the time, and it makes me so happy. And you know, like I'm having a bad day, and then we go off and one of them will say something, or one of them will do something, and they don't do it to be funny, they just do it, and then everybody has a laugh about it, and you can kind of just like it lightens your mood a lot, especially with my friend Sam. We became friends because of how much we laugh together, and that's my favourite kind of friendship. And I know that a lot of like things on Facebook and stuff, they're always like, oh, you know, the best friendships are the ones who are like where you started from hating the same people. And I mean, obviously that happens all the time, but my favourite ones are where you started laughing about the same kind of things together and then you just completely hit it off like that. And finally, number 10, it makes talking to guys that you're actually interested in, like to date, so much easier. After having guy friends for so long, I've been able to figure out how to talk to guys that I'm interested in. You know, like I'm kind of clued in on what they like and what they know and what they don't want to hear about from girls and stuff like that, because your friends are always going to be honest with you. They're always going to tell you, they're going to be like, that's stupid, don't say that. And like, you find it easier to talk to the guys that you're interested in because they share a lot of the same interests with these guys that you're friends with. And especially because I'm friends with a whole heap of guys. Like, I'm friends with guys that I've previously dated, I'm friends with guys that I just met from school, from outside of school, you know, from like doing all my, you know, like outside of school activities. I've met so many guys and I've become close with so many of them that I have such a broad range of like things to talk about. Which means that if this guy, you know, he talks about I don't know, fishing or something. I've been friends with a guy that's kind of talked about it, so I kind of know about it and I know the questions that I should ask, even if I don't know stuff about it. You know that, you know, when you should ask about them and when they should be asking about you and stuff like that. So that's all for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it and it wasn't too boring or anything. If you have any requests, please comment them down below on my social media, my Twitter, my Instagrams, and my other account are all in the description box, so please go and check those out. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more from me, subscribe to my other channel, Bake Me Happy. I usually have videos up every week or every second week. Haven't quite got a proper schedule yet, but we are working on it. So I'll see you all next time. Bye!